Look, bugs have always been a big part of superhero lore. You've got your Black Widow, you got Spider-Man, you even have the Tick. But it's Marvel's Ant-Man that has, ironically, been a part of the superhero world in a big way. And it makes sense. Ants are tiny little badasses capable of carrying 10 to 15 times their body weight. They move super fast for their size, 9 body lengths per second, so that's 30 miles per hour in human size. So they're actual tiny superheroes. With Ant-Man and the Wasp about to grow in theaters, we've decided to give you a crash course in the minuscule masquerader. So here's everything you need to know about Ant-Man in 2 minutes. The first iteration of Ant-Man is a guy named Hank Pym, who appeared in 1962's Tales to Astonish number 35, written by Stan Lee and Larry Lieber and drawn by Jack Kirby. Pym was a gifted scientist who invented Pym particles, chemicals that could grow and shrink objects. Using the particles and a helmet that could control, wait for it, ants, he decided to fight crime. Because of his size and, yes, ant abilities, Ant-Man possesses incredible strength that allows him to subdue regular-sized adversaries. His abilities to grow to the size of a building led Pym to take on the hero titles of Giant Man and Goliath. Fun fact, Lawrence Fishburne's character in the upcoming movie mentions a Project Goliath in a direct reference to this ability being used for Black Goliath. Later on, Hank's girlfriend and future wife, Janet Van Dyne, gained a similar suit with wings and became his partner, the Wasp. Also, she'll be played by Michelle Pfeiffer in the sequel. Together, Ant-Man and the Wasp became, oh yes, founding members of the Avengers in 1963. They also had 2 kids, Hope and Henry Jr., although Hope is the only one we see in the films, played by Evangeline Lilly. Over the years, Ant-Man has made a number of recurring enemies like Egghead, Yellow Jacket, Darren Cross, Bulldozer, Whirlwind, Crossfire, and Ultron, who Pym invented in the comics. However, Pym is only the first person to take up the mantle of Ant-Man. When he retired, ex-con Scott Lang became the hero. In the movies, Pym is played by Michael Douglas, while Lang is played by Paul Rudd. Lang first appeared in 1979's Avengers number 181 when he stole the Ant-Man suit from Pym, who was actually cool with it and allowed the thief to become the second Ant-Man. Scott Lang held the title until he was killed in the Avengers Disassembled storyline with the mid-2000s. Died. Yes, died. And as Avengers movies go lately, what does that mean? I don't know. But ultimately, after his death, Lang's daughter Cassandra took over as the hero known as Stature. The third and final version of Ant-Man was Eric O'Grady, who was co-created by The Walking Dead's Robert Kirkman in 2006. Unlike the previous 2 Ant-Men, O'Grady was, for lack of a better term, kind of a with very few scruples, which is why this comic series was titled Irredeemable Ant-Man. So, O'Grady kind of sucks, but he did slightly redeem himself when he was killed protecting a child from the descendants of a villainous group created by the mad scientist known as Father and Time. There you have it. Ant-Man in 2 minutes. It is widely suspected that Marvel Studios might never have made a movie about such an obscure character had they had access to properties like the X-Men and Fantastic Four. But we're pretty glad they did, because the Ant-Man movies are full of heart, humor, Paul Rudd, and action, and constantly prove that size is merely a social construct, and even the tiniest among us can prove to be the strongest. That's scientifically true, in fact. I am a scientist. No, I'm not. Anyway, let us know in the comments what you love about Ant-Man.